Exquisite, Mrs. Chairman. Charming, timekeeper. My dear members of the House. Exquisite jury. And my dear members of the opposition who quite obviously forgot the meaning of the word discrimination, which may seem surprising for aspiring lawyers. Hear, hear. Raphael, sweetheart. What a stud. Thank you, Raphael. You know, my lovely, yet not too tactful boyfriend. Everyone in this house now knows my very amazing sex life, so you're really boosting my confidence here. I would like to rebut Alex's and Charles' very interesting points. Alex, you said you would rather be a man, or not be a man, nor a woman, actually. Well, would you rather be a camel? Because, you know, sometimes I feel like that when Raphael here gives me so much stuff to put into my purse that I just have 5 kilos on my back. So you also talked about values, equality. It's a very well, my dear, but, you know, I'm surprised to tell you, as you are a lawyer, that the Constitution, the French Constitution, actually promotes quotas right now in order to enforce equality. So you might want to take a look at your first year classes. That might help you. Charles, you were lovely. I mean, I loved your tie. Does your mother iron it for you, or do you do it yourself? Of course, men try to please women. I mean, there's one simple reason: to have sex. When that's done, let me tell you something. You don't expect to get anything from them anymore. Anyway, my dad wanted a boy. When I was born, my mom and my dad quite simply undergone a postpartum depression. No dance lessons, no Barbies, no ribbon in my hair. I started learning Taekwondo when I was 3. And, well, my second name is Nicolas. This is actually not too uncommon. My parents aren't misogynists. They're not woman haters. They don't even think that men are superior to women. They're just plainly and sadly aware of one thing: that life is much tougher when you're a woman. Hear, hear. In order to prove this, I will only have to utter 3 words. 3 words, ladies of the assembly, that you will immediately relate to. 3 words that are part of your day-to-day lives. And well, let's just say plainly, they make it suck. The first of these atrocious words is diet. Diet. Imagine the scene. I'm with Raphael at a fancy restaurant. You know, it's perfect. He bought me some flowers because he was 45 minutes late. Obviously, I order a salad. No sauce, thank you very much. I try keeping focused on the conversation while Raphael is pouring more cream on his cream souffle. I just hate him. I hate my life. I hate my love handles. I hate the gym. My life can thus be encapsulated in one main sentence that translates the alternative every woman has to endure: peanut butter or a lover. You can't have both. Deal with it. Of course, being a woman can also be a wonderful thing. I mean, what makes a woman? What makes her differ from a man? To answer these questions, I will come up with my second word. Let me finish my second word. Her hormones, her capacity to bear child. Now I will listen to you.
Are you implying women who eat peanut butter can never have sex?
They can have sex. They can, of course, have sex, but it is not as easy as you might know that a fat woman will have trouble finding. It's the hardships of life, but does maïté, do you think, get laid very often? I don't think so. Not now, thank you. The most beautiful thing on earth is having a child. I mean, all this nausea is really lovely. Being forced to sleep on your back for 9 months with no other concern than, am I going to choke myself with my own body weight? It's fabulous. And I'm pretty darn sure that any man in this room would give anything for that.
Well, speak for yourself, but on that point, did you miss the feminist revolution of the 1960s?
Actually, I wasn't born at that time, but I don't believe that women in Saudi Arabia, enjoyed this revolution. But that's okay. That's okay, because thankfully for us, yes, well, the lovely Prime Minister Jasper told us that in his definition, we were not about France. So that's okay. That's okay because thankfully for us women, there is something else in life that make it up for the rest, for the bad rest. Something magic. Sex. Yes, this is my third word. Sex. I can see it on your faces, women. I can see it on your face, Alix. You're surprised. You're surprised. Because, why are you surprised? Because it is said that the female orgasm is 10 times more powerful than the male's. Well, how would I know? I mean, I've never even experienced it, although Raphael is probably a stud here. Anyway, by the time Raphael will have discovered the existence of foreplay when I'm approximately 45, well, he'll be long gone with his secretary, Cindy. I know something's going on between them. So, I mean, I'll just have to purchase more menopause pill at that moment. Lanan, who also suffers the hardships of being a woman, will dazzle you with facts and figures and tell you why it is so much easier to be a man. Unless equality is restored, unless men finally learn to pinpoint our G points, unless being fat, horizontally challenged is the new thing to do, well, I know most of us women would rather be men. This house is simply being modern in advocating for such equality. Therefore, I beg you to accept this motion.